WNBA commissioner cornered over Marina Mabrey-Caitlin Clark incident. Things got messy during the third quarter of the game between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun on Tuesday evening. Though the Fever won with a final score of 88-71, a physical altercation between Fever guard Caitlin Clark and Connecticut's J.C. Sheldon and Marina Mabrey was one of the main highlights of the game. During the third quarter, Clark took possession of the ball and dribbled over the three-point line near the free-throw line while Sheldon guarded her closely. Then Sheldon reached up with her right hand and poked Clark in the eye, causing the Iowa alum to react. Sheldon bumped Clark, and Clark shoved her away. Then Mabrey pushed Clark to the ground. There have been many mixed reactions to the altercation between Clark and Mabrey. Christine Brennan, a sports analyst who has been writing a book about Clark's basketball career, posted on X right after the incident saying, "The WNBA continues to fail to meet the moment. Terrible decision to allow Marina Mabrey to stay in the game. People are watching as never before, and this is what they see." Then Chris Evert, a former tennis player, quote-tweeted Brennan's post, responding with, "When will these ladies realize, accept, and appreciate that Caitlin Clark, 22, is the best thing that ever happened to women's basketball? This is a bad look for the sport and what's happened to sportsmanship." Since Clark joined the WNBA, her debut game on May 14, 2024, against the Sun alone drew 2.1 million viewers, making it the most-watched WNBA game in 23 years. According to ESPN, Indiana's victory against the New York Liberty last Saturday had an average of 2.2 million viewers, with a peak of 2.8 million. That average was reportedly up 76% over last season's average audience for WNBA games on the channel. So far in 2025, viewership is up 15% year-over-year across the worldwide leaders' platforms. Ticket sales for games where Clark is expected to play have skyrocketed as well. On Wednesday morning, Brennan quote-tweeted Everett's post and wondered how the commissioner of the WNBA, Cathy Engelbert, would respond to this situation. "It's going to be very interesting to see what Cathy Engelbert says today," Brennan wrote. "This is a big moment for the WNBA. We now have data that Clark alone draws more than half the league's TV audience. Can the W continue to allow her to receive cheap shots like Mabrey's? We shall see." Brennan has been very supportive of Clark since her rookie season. Her book about Clark, On Her Game, Caitlin Clark and the Revolution in Women's Sports, will be released on July 8. The fluorescent lights buzzed softly overhead as Cathy Engelbert, commissioner of the WNBA, adjusted her collar and sat straighter in the hot seat. The post-game press conference wasn't supposed to be about her, but the headlines, the murmurs, and the rising murk of controversy had placed her squarely in the spotlight. 2 days earlier, a scuffle, brief but loud, between Marina Mabrey of the Chicago Sky and Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever had become more than a moment. It had metastasized into a movement, a firestorm of media discourse, fan outrage, and cultural commentary. Elbows flew, accusations followed, and the replay went viral within hours. Clark, the NC double of Phenom turned WNBA lightning rod, was at the heart of the storm. She had been knocked to the floor, again, and this time the cameras caught Mabrey's forearm making clear contact. Social media lit up like Vegas, but the league's response had been muted. No suspension, no fine. Just a vague statement about physical play being part of the game. Now, Engelbert faced a press corps thirsty for clarity, and maybe even contrition. One reporter's voice rose first. "Commissioner, how do you respond to the critics who say the league is failing to protect Caitlin Clark?" Engelbert's expression didn't falter, but her fingers tapped lightly against the table. "We support all our players equally," she began, the script unfolding. The WNBA is a league built on toughness, talent, and competitiveness. Physicality has long been a part of the women's game. But the room was far from satisfied. The real question wasn't about physicality, it was about perception. Why, some asked, was Clark hailed as a transformative figure in women's basketball, seemingly a magnet for uncalled fouls? Was it hazing, jealousy, or simply a symptom of the WNBA's growing pains in the age of virality? From the back, a veteran journalist spoke up. "Commissioner, The optics matter. Whether or not it was intentional, Marina Mabrey's hit on Clark looked retaliatory. We've seen hard fouls before, but the frequency with which Clark is targeted, does the league not see a pattern?